My little brother laughed and said, "You finally paid your dues." We sat around the kitchen table like we'd done 1,000 nights, but somehow everything looked different under those familiar lights. Nobody said they were proud. They didn't have to say it out loud. Payday, I remember that feeling. A little money, a whole lot of dreaming. Payday, I thought I had it all. I bought something small for everyone, nothing for myself at all. And I've made more since those days, but nothing ever felt quite that way. Payday, my first payday. Years went by, the numbers grew, bigger rooms and better shoes. Funny what you learn with time. The smallest check can make you feel alive. Payday, I still remember walking home that Friday in September. Payday, young enough to believe the best things I could ever buy were smiles waiting there for me. I've made more since those days, but I'd give anything to feel that way. Payday, my first payday. Danny came in 20 minutes late. Same old jacket, different face. Lisa laughed before he said a word, and suddenly the years were gone. We used to have no money, but somehow had all night. Now everybody checks the time before they say goodbye, but not tonight. Put your worries down for a little while. We're 21 again. Friday again. Turn it up, let the whole weekend. Friday again. Look at us, we're laughing like we did back then. No bosses, no bills, no plans to defend. Just one old song and my old friends. Tonight we're young. It's Friday again. Someone found a photograph from a summer long ago. Bad haircuts, cheap sunglasses, a car that barely made it home. We laughed until it hurt at dreams we used to chase. Some came true, some never did, but nobody lost their place. So stay a while, don't watch the clock. Tomorrow can wait. Outside this room, Friday again. Turn it up, let the whole weekend. Friday again. Look at us, we're laughing like we did back then. No bosses, no bills, no plans to defend. Just one old song and my old friends. Tonight we're young. It's Friday tickets folded inside your coat. I wore that cap a little too big. You said, don't worry, you'll grow into it. We took the bus across the town. You knew every stop without looking around. I asked you questions all the way. You answered everyone like you had all day. I thought the game was everything. Funny what the years can change. I don't remember the box score. Don't know who won anymore. Can't tell you who hit the ball or what the final numbers were. But I remember your hand on my shoulder, walking home when the evening got colder. Funny what time chooses to save. I lost the score, but I kept that day. You bought one hot dog, we split it in two. I wanted a jersey, you said maybe next June. The crowd stood up, I followed along, pretending I knew what was going on. Years later, I passed that place, different name, different gates. And for a second I was 10 again, walking beside my oldest friend. Some memories fade, some stay without asking. I don't remember the box score. Don't know who won anymore. Can't tell you who hit the ball or what the final numbers were. But I remember your hand on my shoulder, walking home when the evening got colder. Funny what time chooses to save. I lost the score, but I kept that day. We spend our lives counting wins, keeping track of where we've been. Then one day we understand the things that matter couldn't fit on any scoreboard. I don't remember the box score, and I don't need it anymore. The crowd is gone and the lights went dark, but that afternoon still owns my heart. I remember your hand on my shoulder, and wishing somehow we'd never get older. Funny what time chooses to save. I lost the score, but I kept that day. Yeah, I kept that day. Dinner plates were in the sink, your shoes were by the door. You said, I'm tired, I said, me too. Like 1,000 nights before. Then an old song found the room from somewhere down the hall. You looked at me, I looked looked at you, and neither spoke at all. You held out your hand, I laughed and said, we've still got dishes. You said, they can wait. Kitchen dance, bare feet on the floor. Kitchen dance, like we were 24. No reservations, no Saturday plans. Just you, just me, and your hand in my hand. After all these years, we still get one more chance for a kitchen dance. The refrigerator hummed, we missed a couple beats. You stepped on my foot, I spun you wrong, you nearly fell on me. We laughed so hard, we couldn't move, and suddenly I knew I didn't miss the younger us, I still had you. The clock kept moving, we didn't care. For 3 more minutes, nothing else was there. Kitchen dance, bare feet on the floor. Kitchen dance, like we were 24. No reservations, no Saturday plans. Just you, just me, and your hand in my hand. After all these years, we still get one more chance for a kitchen dance. Love isn't always fireworks. Sometimes it's Tuesday night. Two tired people choosing one another for one more song, one more time. 1 step, 2 steps, turn around. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, till the record runs out. Kitchen dance, leave the dishes there. Kitchen dance, there's silver in your hair, and I wouldn't trade a single year for anyone or anywhere. After all these years, I finally understand. Forever sometimes looks like a kitchen dance. Kitchen dance, come on. One more song. Another 10-hour day, my shoulders knew the weight. Coffee gone cold at 3, stayed working anyway. The bus was running late, my feet were killing me. I watched the city passing by, too tired even to think. Then I saw our window glowing halfway down the street, and somehow that was all I needed. It's the small things, your coat beside mine, the kettle on at 9:30. Small Left a note beside my plate: eat this before it gets cold. I smiled because you always write like we're still 20 years old. No champagne, no grand surprise, no perfect photograph, just you complaining about your day and making both of us laugh. Maybe happiness never makes much noise. Maybe that's why we miss it. It's the small things: your coat beside mine, the kettle on at 9:30. Small things: you're asking how I've been and waiting for the answer before you speak again. The world keeps telling us we need everything, but I'm learning life is made of small things. Someday we'll forget what worried us today: the bills, the traffic, the mistakes. But maybe we'll remember sitting here doing nothing and wishing we could have it back. Small things: your hand reaching for mine, two tired hearts at closing time. Small things: a familiar face turning an ordinary room into my favorite place. I spent half my life chasing bigger dreams. Now I know the best of life was hiding in the small things. Small things. Small things. Alarm at 7, toast burned again. Keys on the table, coffee in my hand. You called from upstairs: have you seen my shoes? Same little chaos, same morning news. I kissed you goodbye and ran for the door. Never thought twice about any of it before. We keep waiting for the good years to begin. What if we're already living in them? These days, we're gonna miss these days: the crowded rooms, the plans we change, the little fights, the pouring rain. These days, don't let them slip away. We keep looking for a better life while the good life passes by. Hold on to these days. Friday evening, friends came around. Someone brought a record, someone stayed too long. Kids fell asleep, coats covered the chairs. Nobody noticed the time disappeared. No perfect picture, no reason to save, just ordinary people on an ordinary day. Maybe memories don't tell us when they're made. Maybe that's why we only know too late. These days, we're gonna miss these days: the crowded rooms, the plans we change, the little fights, the pouring rain. These days, tonight. These days, we're gonna love these days. The tired eyes, the changing plans, the people still holding our hands. These days, before they fade away, stop waiting for a better life. This is the life we're living tonight. Hold on to these days. These days, these days. Maybe these are the good